MBA Finance, made easy. Welcome back to MBA Breakdown, the only channel you need to turn complex MBA concepts into real business decisions. Whether it's finance, strategy, or operations, we break it down, make it click, and show you exactly how to apply it to grow your business. Let's get into it. Here's a question for you. Why do some businesses seem to weather every storm while others collapse at the first sign of trouble? In 2026, we're seeing a massive divide. On one side, companies are thriving. On the other, businesses are struggling, closing down, or getting acquired for pennies on the dollar. The difference often comes down to one simple framework that's been around for over 60 years. And that framework is SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It's a strategic planning framework that helps you assess your business from two angles: internal factors and external factors. Here's the magic. Internal factors are things you can control, your strengths and weaknesses. External factors are things you can't control, opportunities and threats. Think of it this way. Strengths and weaknesses are about who you are as a business. Opportunities and threats are about what's happening in the world around you. And the businesses that survive and thrive in 2026 are the ones that understand both. Let's start with strengths. These are the internal advantages that give you a competitive edge. Think about it. What do you do better than your competitors? What makes your customers choose you over anyone else? Strengths could be a strong brand reputation, a skilled workforce, unique technology, loyal customers, or proprietary assets like patents. Maybe you have the fastest delivery in your industry. Maybe your customer service is legendary. Maybe you've got a patent that no one else can touch. These are your strengths. Here's the key insight for 2026. Your strengths aren't just nice-to-haves. They're your competitive weapons. The businesses that are winning right now are the ones that know exactly what they're good at and are doubling down on those advantages. Now let's talk about something no one likes to admit: weaknesses. These are the internal limitations that hold you back. Maybe you're underfunded. Maybe your technology is outdated. Maybe your marketing strategy isn't reaching the right people. Maybe you have skill gaps in critical areas. Identifying weaknesses isn't about beating yourself up. It's about knowing what needs fixing so you can actually fix it. In 2026, the businesses that are struggling are often the ones that refuse to acknowledge their weaknesses. They keep doing the same thing, hoping for different results. Meanwhile, the winners are ruthlessly honest with themselves. Ask yourself, what's one weakness your business has been ignoring? That's where your biggest opportunity for improvement lies. Now we move outside your business. Opportunities are external conditions you can take advantage of to grow. Maybe there's a new market opening up. Maybe technology is creating new possibilities, and in 2026, AI is the biggest opportunity on the table. According to Accenture's 2026 Pulse of Change survey, 82% of C-suite leaders are increasing their AI investment, and 73% of leaders anticipate a surge in inflation, which actually creates opportunities for businesses that can adapt quickly. In 2026, the biggest opportunities are in AI integration, market expansion, sustainability, and digital transformation. The businesses that are thriving are the ones spotting these opportunities and moving fast. Opportunities are like shortcuts. Not everyone sees them, but the ones who do get ahead faster. And then there are threats, external risks that could cause serious problems for your business. These could be increased competition, economic downturns, regulatory changes, or supply chain disruptions. In 2026, the threat landscape is intense. According to PwC's 2026 Global CEO Survey, cybersecurity and talent availability have emerged as the top concerns, each cited by 38% of CEOs. Concerns about technological disruption have also risen to 25%. 73% of leaders anticipate a surge in inflation, and 70% expect a reduction in global economic growth. That's a lot of uncertainty. The businesses that survive aren't the ones that ignore threats. They're the ones that anticipate them, plan for them, and build resilience. Recognizing threats early helps you plan better. So here's the big picture. SWOT analysis isn't just an academic exercise. It's a survival tool. In 2026, the business environment is more complex than ever. Markets move fast. Regulatory changes, currency swings, technological disruption. Shifting consumer behavior or strategy that worked in 2023 may be completely irrelevant in 2026. A regular SWOT analysis helps you spot threats early, lock in your real strengths, set realistic goals, align your departments, and identify opportunities you might otherwise miss. According to a Harvard Business Review analysis, the value of SWOT lies not in the matrix itself, but in the disciplined conversation it forces leadership teams to have about reality versus aspiration. That's the key insight. SWOT forces you to be honest. It forces you to look at the data, not your assumptions. It forces you to have the conversations that actually matter. So how do you actually do this? First, define your objective. Are you analyzing the whole company, a product line, or a new market entry? Second, assemble a cross-functional team. Sales sees customers, operations sees costs, finance sees margins. A SWOT done by one person is a SWOT done badly. Third, gather real data. Customer feedback, churn numbers, competitor pricing. Anchor opinions in numbers. Fourth, populate the 2x2 matrix. Push for specifics. Strong brand is weak. Highest NPS in our industry is strong. And fifth, build your strategy. Leverage your strengths. Fix your weaknesses. Seize your opportunities. Mitigate your threats. That's today's breakdown. If this helped you think like an MBA grad without the tuition, hit subscribe. Drop a comment with what you want broken down next. And I'll see you in the next one. MBA Breakdown: Smarter Decisions, Simpler Explained.